In this episode, Anna Sharpe will be talking about the Australian Social Media Takedown Law of April 5, 2019, titled the Criminal Code Amendment Sharing of Abhorrent Violent Material Act 2019, passed by Parliament in the shadow of the massacre of 50 people in Christchurch, New Zealand on March 15, to some criticism by the technology sector and the Law Council of Australia. Let's go straight to the law. What does it actually say?
This amendment to the Criminal Code is all about abhorrent violent material, and the nub of it is that it requires one of two obligations. Firstly, to notify the Federal Police, and secondly, to take it down. Abhorrent violent material has a statutory definition. The nub of this definition is that it's only material which is recorded or streamed by the perpetrator. It also has to be material that reasonable people would regard as offensive, and even then, it's got to be material of a particular kind. So hence the legislation's name, Abhorrent. It talks about kidnapping, murder, rape, torture. No, it's about social media platforms, internet service providers and social media platforms. Very severe criminal penalties. For corporates, the penalty is $10.5 million or 10% of international annual turnover, whichever's the higher. So it's a very high penalty. With penalties, the sting in the tail really is the processes available to the prosecutors. Number one, the standard is not intent, it's recklessness. And secondly, there's a reverse onus. So if the e-Safety Commissioner notifies a platform that the content's on their site, there's a reversed onus. So it's on the platform to establish that they have not been reckless. The ones that you'd expect, like law enforcement and public office. There's also scientific and research defence. A key defence is one available to professional journalists for news reporting in the public interest. From the Law Council, the main criticism has been the haste that this legislation went through Parliament from the 15th of March when the Christchurch massacre happened. The legislation was enacted on the 4th of April. From the tech sector, there's been a variety of criticisms, but really what's underlying them is now the cost of compliance, the cost and uncertainty of compliance. Social media platforms under this law are clearly accountable for the content on their site, and that accountability extends beyond providing cooperation and liaison with the police and other law enforcement agencies. It's being proactive about heinous content.